Hello, everyone. We are on air, and with this, we are starting the August meeting 2019 SCOPH Preparatory webinar. With me here today, we have a couple of members. We have Ali, we have Blanca, we have Aziz and Omnea, and we are also joined by Kiyomi. And together we will go over with all of you throughout everything that SCOPH has prepared for the August meeting in Taiwan. In case you have any questions, please feel free to leave your questions in the comments of the YouTube section. You can also comment on the Facebook posts we made about the webinar, and we will be answering all those questions at the end of this webinar. So just to proceed to the next slide. We would like to welcome you to the orange world of SCOPH. As I said, SCOPH has been working tirelessly in the past couple of weeks to prepare the best sessions for all of you. And I will now leave the word to Omnea to proceed with this webinar.
Hey everyone, I'm Omnea. I'm the SCOPH Development Assistant. So why did we prepare this webinar for you? Simply because we want to equip all you amazing participants, aka SCOPH heroes, with the knowledge, with the skills to be fully prepared for the unforgettable journey that we are working day and night to have for you, full of SCOPH love. So, the vision of IFMSA is basically a world in which all medical students unite for global health and hence are equipped with the knowledge, the skills, and the values to take on leadership roles locally and globally. Hence, this is why we have 2 general assemblies per year, and we have active SCOPH sessions where we have amazing, motivated, and dedicated SCOPH heroes that they all unite to share, to learn, and to be fully equipped with that knowledge to become public health leaders. Without further ado, I would like to present our Katya, who's been leading this webinar. We have Tariq, our liaison officer for public health, responsible for all the external work. And then we have 2 assistants, Anna, who's the general assistant, and yours truly, development assistant for SCOPH. And then we have 5 amazing regions led by 6 amazing SCOPH heroes. We have Sarah, RA for Africa, Michelle, RA for Americas. We have Ghaida, RA for the EMR region. We have Natasha, RA for Asia Pacific. And finally, 2 beautiful RAs for Europe, Vicky and Blanca. Moving on.
So to continue on, now we will go to the section where we will tell you a little bit about what SCOPH has prepared for the August meeting. And Aziz, take it away.
Hi everyone, I am Aziz, a local officer of public health in IFMSA Egypt. We are very excited to meet all of you in Taiwan. The session team in this general meeting will consist Katia from Slovenia, Omnia from Egypt, Blanca from Spain, Mohammed from Sudan, Bashir from Yemen, Laura from Germany, Irene from Cyprus, Ali from Iraq, Yulia from Romania, Sofia from Germany, Khadija from Egypt, Tawar from Estonia, Sajib from Bangladesh, and Kiyomi from Honduras. We are very excited to meet all of you.
Okay, now to continue with the general agenda for SCOPH. So as you can see, most of our standing committee sessions will be happening in the morning. There will also be certain SCOPH sessions that will be happening throughout other parts of the agenda. So as you know, there will be regional sessions that will be SCOPH related. We will be having joint sessions, global priorities events. Also related to SCOPH are Rex Crossley Awards and Activities Fair. This year we have a lot of SCOPH applications. So please come and support your friends and members from all around the world. And to continue on, just to let you know about a couple of sessions that are new either this year or just for this specific August meeting. So again, after the March meeting, we are continuing on with the TO NMO Buddies session, where your delegations will be brought together with the official that is responsible for your national member organization. You will have some time for discussions, for some games and activities, as well as getting to know each other, and your official will be the one preparing this session for you. The next session that is new this year is the IFMSA Fringe, and the August meeting 2019 will be the second edition of that. This will be an evening that will be full of wonderful performances from all over the world. And in the March meeting edition, we saw that it was very, very exciting. So we do hope that you will join and support all the performances. Then the next new sessions that are new for the August meeting in itself are the Step Up Your External Representation. And this is a session that is being prepared by the Vice President for External Affairs, Maiko, and his team of liaison officers, where also our wonderful SCOPH-related liaison officers, Tarek, Charlotte, and Teddy, will be doing their part. So if you're interested in how to do external rep, this is the session to go to. And you will also see that this is the session that has sort of been upgraded from the policy discussions that we had in the previous General Assemblies. The next new session is a capacity building plenary. And as I'm sure a lot of you already know, during the last March meeting, new capacity building internal operating guidelines have been accepted. And in this plenary, there will be a lot to talk about when it comes to capacity building. So all trainers, as well as people interested in capacity building, are invited, since these two sessions are parallel to each other with the external representation. And the next session is the one that everyone is very much excited about and looking forward to. And these are the IFMSA Global Priority side events. This is the second edition after the March meeting. And SCOPH will also be having two of these events, and you will hear more about them a little bit later. So now I will give the word again to Aziz.
Hi, everyone. Okay, firstly, global priorities are a group of health and global related focus areas and overarching concepts that regulates IFMC's work internally and externally. In this GA, we will have 7 parallel side events for you. You will learn about specific global priorities and participate in simulation, active discussions, and real-life scenarios. And you will understand how these global priorities are being tackled on a global and local level. Okay, move. We have 2 sessions, SCOPH-related global priorities at the side in this side event. The first is the Survive Universal Health Coverage Simulation, and the second is WHO Simulation on Environment, Climate Change, and Health. IFMCA will be announcing the final list of global priorities side events very soon. So hope look out for that.
Next, we have Ali.
Hello, everybody. It's Ali from IFMC Iraq, National Public Health Officer. We're now talking about our joint sessions. We all know that joint sessions is a part of the IFMSA General Assembly agenda. It will be mainly in day 3, in parallel with 2 other sessions. In those sessions, 2 or more standing committees, they collaborate with each other to provide wider insight for an important health topic which is related to both of them, or um, they can use their efforts to collaborate and reach a great outcome of this collaboration. SCOPH has 5 joint sessions. There will be 5 joint sessions. We will have one with SCORP on children and universal health coverage, one with SCORA with universal health coverage and SRHR, one with SCORI for research and public health, with SCOMI in climate change and medical curriculum, and all the standing committees will be collaborating with each other on the 5th one, which is how to campaign for building a thematic week.
Okay, so hi everyone, it's Blanca, the array
Now,
for
I give the word to Bianca for the regional sessions.
yes. Hello. So for the regional sessions, we will have one session for each region that IFMSA has. So Africa, Americas, Asia Pacific,
Bianca.
the ER, and also Europe. And all of them will be focused on having small working groups in order to exchange ideas with your peers. And also we will be having sessions also focused on regional priorities, the SCOPH regional priorities. So yes, please attend to them.
So, moving on to our SCOPH agenda. So we have prepared for you 4 days full of SCOPH topics, capacity building sessions, and sharing spaces and discussions for you. And so as you can see, we have day 1, day 2, and day 3, but sadly on day 4, we do not have morning SCOPH sessions. Nevertheless, we have 2 exciting SCOPH global priority sessions that we just talked about. So make sure to apply for them. We are waiting for you. And also, we have on day 5 as well, and we are going to break down the agenda day by day now. But also, don't forget to bring your amazing SCOPH spirit, and also to keep an eye on the agenda for all the creative parallels that we have created for you happening each day.
So for the first day, we will be having 2 parallel sessions as an introduction to SCOPH Heroes. One of those sessions will be 101 for rookies, and the other SCOPH fossils will be for advanced SCOPH Heroes. After that, we have 2 sessions. The first one is getting to know each other, and the other one is behind the scenes for international team updates. After that, we will be having great SCOPH talks. There will be like a couple of talks that will be given by the great session team, in addition to externals, and then there will be the SCOPH fair, where the SCOPH heroes attending the August meeting can show their projects. On the second day, we will be having first the small working group times that we will be discussing later in this presentation. After that, we have 3 parallel sessions going on the same time. First is about non-communicable diseases and social determinants of health, and it's called Us Against the World. And in parallel to voting preparation, and in parallel to a session about communicable diseases, and it's called Real Life Play. And after that, we will be having the living library time, which is the time for mini sessions. All the SCOPH heroes will be rotating on a group of session team people that will be giving mini sessions for 10 or 15 minutes on great SCOPH topics on day 3. On day 3, we will be having 3 parallel sessions on the start of the day. Those sessions are mainly tackling some topics which are considered as global or regional priorities for IFMSA, which are SCOPH related, just like climate change for the first session, global governance on vaccination, and the One Health approach. They will be going together. After that, we have another 3 parallel sessions discussing health systems and health in all policies. 2 of them are on universal health coverage. We have the 101 session for rookies and 202 sessions for people who are already preoccupied with some information about universal health coverage and they wish to know some advanced thing. So we'll be giving them a session about surprising influences on health. After that, there will be the SCOPH capacity building session. In the SCOPH capacity building session, we'll be so excited to deliver some trainings inside of the SCOPH sessions. These trainings are on different stuff to build the capacities of SCOPH heroes to manage their activities and manage their work in IFMSA. The topics of the trainings will be shared soon, I think, on the Facebook group. After that, we will be having the IT Roost. It's kind of a session where all the international team will be present in front of all the SCOPH heroes, and we can ask them any question about their positions, about the work, or even funny questions. And at the end of day 3, we will be having the most important SCOPH candidate debate. The SCOPH candidate debate is about all the positions that are related to SCOPH. They have candidates that will be voted on the August meeting. The positions that are related to SCOPH are SCOPH director, LPH, and LWHO, also the LUSO. Those positions candidates will be present in front of all of the SCOPH heroes, and they will be answering your questions. And sadly, we don't have for day 4 and day 5. I'm giving the word to Aziz.
Okay, in the 5th day, we will have at the first parallel session, one for MPOs, which is MPO plenary, and one for other participant, which is hacking global priorities. Then we will have 2 parallel advocacy sessions. One is AMR apocalypse, and one is mental health extravaganza. Then we will have open space for 15 minutes. At the end of the day, we will have forum of representation session, which is made for members by members. Every participant, whether an MPO, LPO, or just an enthusiastic SCOPH hero, is invited to share the challenges they are facing at home when it comes to SCOPH and represents the ideas or solution of it. So that's our agenda.
So, talking about the SCOPH fair, this is the best opportunity for you in order to present your SCOPH activities to all your peers, to all the SCOPH heroes around the world. And we also remind you that you still have 1 week left in order to apply for presenting your activity. And here you have the link. So please don't hesitate to apply for this activity and don't miss the opportunity. Let's move on. Yes, and as my colleagues have also said, we will have a concrete slot time for small working groups, and this is the best chance in order you to participate in the reformulation of the next steps on specific topics. So this is a very interesting and important session, and the application form will be shared with you via the SCOPH or the standing committee servers, but also in the Facebook group of the August meeting. So all the members will have the opportunity to apply for these sessions. Let's see. And these are the small working group sessions that we will have. As you can see, we have two with the SCOMI regarding conflict of interest and also public health in medical curriculum toolkit 2.0. Then, moreover, we have improvements to public health exchanges and global health education in an e-learning platform with SCOPH. And we also have one small working group time with the SCORP about mental health of youth NGO volunteers. And then afterwards, we have concretely 4 sessions only with SCOPH. And one important for the NPOs and also for SCOPH representatives is the session about SCOPH regulation change proposal discussions. So this is a very recommended session for all the NPOs and SCOPH representatives that will be attending also to the NPO plenary. And moreover, we have the structuring SCOPH 101, SCOPH 101 online course that this will also be a session just with a scope, and improving public health advocacy on a national level, and mental health of medical students, the way forward. So yes, as you can see, we have a lot of offers and very interesting sessions.
Thank you, Blanca. So moving on, we have the mini sessions, which is a new, fresh concept that was introduced in the last March meeting in Slovenia. So basically, we created a living library of unique and niche topics that you will have the opportunity to go through, not just only one topic, but 4 topics during this session. You can go chill with health economics, discover neglected tropical diseases, experience global health and globalizations, and many more interesting sessions that are newly discussed during the mini library session. So the topics will be announced this week, so we will keep you posted. We hope that you're as excited as we are.
Okay, so last but not least, we have the MPO plenary, which is one of the most important sessions during each General Assembly, especially for the SCOPH sessions, because the MPO plenary gives us and guides us to the way forward. And what we ask of you is to come prepared for MPOs and also for SCOPH representatives. This is for NMOs that do not have NPOs or an IFMSA structure. You can give the voting rights if you are SCOPH active to a proxy, to a SCOPH representative, and they will be voting on the behalf of your NMO. So what you need to do is you need to check whether your NMO has voting rights. The voting rights requirements are described in the SCOPH regulations in a section that is called voting procedures. So we would ask you to check those and reread the SCOPH regulations and annexes. All of them can be found in the SCOPH public database that is linked on our Facebook group, that is linked in the survival kit, and that can also be found on the IFMSA website. This week, we will be also sending out the submitted regulation change proposals to the SCOPH server as well as the SCOPH Facebook group. And it is your turn to read them as well as comment on the documents, because they will be open for any discussions, so that you can prepare for the plenary in advance and discuss any changes that you might like to make to the regulation change proposals. So another thing you can do is to prepare any short statements and amendments, especially if you are proposing a regulation change proposal with your NMO, or if you wish to amend any of the regulation change proposals that have been submitted. Last but not least, we ask you to also review the SCOPH page of the IFMSA website if you feel there are any necessary urgent changes that need to be made, since that is also a part of the plenary. So again, we urge you to come prepared for the MPO plenary, and there will be several sessions along the way during the SCOPH sessions in the mornings that will help you prepare for this last day session.
Thank you, Katya. Moving on, so in every General Assembly, we have the National Food and Drink Party. And this is where we, SCOPH Guardians, jump in, where we distribute water to keep our participants hydrated. And so if you want to be part or volunteer with us, approach us during the SCOPH sessions. We would really love to have you with us.
Super. So apart from that, we will also have an Orange Eve party. So in the social program time, we will have a party where we will have the chance to get to know each other. And we will also have a special surprise. And as a hint, it will be aligned with the IFMSA games, but we will not say anything else. So yes, please attend and have fun with us.
Thank you, Blanca. In the end, you shouldn't forget to be prepared. You can join our SCOPH Facebook or WhatsApp group, and you can download our survival kit and read up the session topic. Always go green and bring a sustainable mug or bottle. You must get some rest before the GA, because we will need you in your energy level to be its highest. Bring orange accessories and clothes for the SCOPH picture, and finally, you should have fun.
And
Hey,
before
Ali.
proceeding to Thank you. And now, before proceeding to your questions, we should remind you about some important links, because sharing is caring. Those links that are showed in the PowerPoint, they are already in the SCOPH survival kit, SCOPH session survival kit for the August meeting 19. First, we have a Facebook group and the WhatsApp group, and those are for those who are attending the SCOPH sessions and August meeting. Then we have on the third point, SCOPH general communication channels, which are the Yahoo group. You can subscribe to the IFMSA SCOPH Yahoo group by sending an empty email. Then there will be a reply that you should confirm also with an empty email, and then you will be receiving all the notifications that are related to SCOPH on your email. And we have the Facebook group that we already mentioned. A lot of things will be announced on the Facebook group on the next days, like the mini sessions, living library, and also the small work groups, I think. And thank you very much.
Okay, so now it is time for you to ask us questions, and let's see if we already have any either on the Facebook group or the YouTube chat. Blanca, do we have any comments, any questions?
No, Not so far. Let's see. Okay, we have a question from the NPO of Belgium. And can we, as not present NPOs, also send in proposals or amendments if necessary by email?
Yes, because the regulation change proposals will be open to all SCOPH members to make comments, suggestions, and so on. And especially for NPOs, even though you are not present physically at the GA itself, you can definitely propose amendments if you wish to do so. But you should have a proxy, so someone else, a SCOPH representative from your NMO, holding voting rights for you in order for the amendment to be able to pass through. Otherwise, I would suggest you to pass the amendment through either the IT or another NMO if you're having troubles finding a proxy from your own.
Okay. Let's see if we have any in the Facebook group.
Okay, I received one over WhatsApp, a newly used communication channel for Q&A, but still, here we go. So where will the topics of mini sessions be shared? So as said before, we will be sharing them in the Facebook group that is specifically for the August meeting SCOPH sessions. And we will be also notifying all the participants who are a part of the WhatsApp group for August meeting. So they will be able to check the topics and decide which ones they want to participate in. Okay, do we have any other questions?
No. Let's see.
Okay, we will be giving one last minute for you to ask any questions you wish to ask us. Okay, again, a question was received over WhatsApp. This one is pertaining to applications for the small working groups and for the global priority side events. So for small working groups, there will be an application form that will be shared by all the standing committees together. And what you need to do is you need to note down what are your priorities in regards to which small working group you wish to attend. And the participants will be based on a first come, first serve basis. So you will need to be very quick, very fast. But we will try to take your priorities into account as much as possible. And as for the global priorities, same as for the March meeting, there will be an application form for all the global priority side events. You just need to pick the one that you wish to attend. Again, there will be a first come, first serve basis because the spots for both global priorities events and for small working groups are limited. So that's why we wish that you apply as soon as you can, because otherwise we won't be able to guarantee a spot for your participation. Okay, do we have any other questions?
No. No in YouTube, and let's see Facebook group.
Just on a side note, while we're still waiting, if we have any other questions, also something that we did not mention because it's not a part of the SCOPH sessions, but also connected to the work of SCOPH, and that is the contracts fair by SCOPI and SCORI, because during the contracts fair during this August meeting, several contracts for public health exchanges will also be signed. So if you are part of the NMOs that is proposing this sort of an exchange, please be prepared in case your NEOs will need any of your support, especially since we are now going into double digits when it comes to the number of contracts and spots. So we are very, very much excited about the contracts and the future of public health exchanges. Okay, I think that minute we gave our viewers is up. Do we have any last minute questions?
We have one from Hossam, from Jordan. Can I sign contracts without being present? And
so the one that will be signing the contracts is actually the NEO, because only NEOs have the right to sign contracts during general assemblies and within IFMSA in general. So the NPOs do not need to sign the contracts. They just need to inform their NEOs in order to do so. Okay, I guess we can now turn off our Q&A. In case you still have any questions left, you can definitely always approach any of the IT members and send us either a message or an email. We will be very, very happy to answer any queries that you have. Also, you can approach us with suggestions, ideas, etc., etc. Otherwise, thank you very much to everyone for participating in this webinar. We are looking forward to seeing you in Taiwan. I hope we're going to have a fun time together. And I know that the sessions team is preparing some wonderful sessions for you. So please look forward to those as well. Travel safe and don't forget to come prepared. Bye-bye.